Hi, it's Rob from Game Developer Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can swap weapons between characters from the site. In the video, I'll be taking this meat cleaver from this boar character and giving it to this pauper girl character. To do this, I'm going to be using Spriter Pro. So if you want to do this, you will need Spriter Pro. You can pick up Spriter Pro from their website, Studio.com. And you should be able to find it there. I think it's on discount at the moment because they're making Spriter too. Okay, to get started, I've already got the files for the pauper girl and the boss character on the hard drive. Surprise, surprise. And if we navigate to the folder, you'll see for the pauper girl, there's a folder called SCML and PNGs. This is the folder that contains the SCML file, which we're going to open with Spriter, and the PNG files which Spriter reads. It's important not to change the order or there'll be a bug when you open with Spriter. So the first thing we need to do is get the weapon from the boar and the weapon from the girl. Now if we look at the characters, the issue is that this girl's facing right and this boar's facing left, so the original files, the PNGs, are facing the wrong way round, so we need to flip those, and it's most likely that this boar is a larger size than the pauper girl, so we need to flip and scale. So to flip and scale, I'm going to do that in the GDS editor app, and I'm going to navigate to the pauper girl weapon. So I've put two folders on the desktop. I've already made 2 copies of these files. So let's see inside the pauper girl, and I'm going to find the spoon, this little spoon weapon that this girl uses, from inside the SCML and PNG folder. So inside the weapon, you'll see that this is the spoon. So I'm going to go to GDS editor and I'm going to bring that spoon into GDS editor. I'm just going to drop it in, and there we go. Okay, so you can see here, you can get a good idea of the scale of the spoon, and I'm also going to bring in the boar boss. So if we go to the boar boss, here's the boar boss, and I'm going to go to there isn't a weapons folder, here's the weapon. Let's quickly open that. As you can see, it's facing left and we don't want it to face left, so let's bring that into the GDS editor. Wrong folder. Here it is. Let's drop that in there. Okay, so here we can see the difference in scale and size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that round. I'm going to flip it here, or you can use the H key, and I'm just going to scale it to the same size as that spoon. So when the girl's holding it, it looks natural. So let's place it there so we can get a good idea. So the girl's hand is around here. Let's just, yeah, that's about right. Here we go. So let's delete that and let's export this. So I'm just going to hit the E key to export, and I'm going to navigate to the SCML folder of the girl, which was on my desktop, and I'm going to save it in weapons. It doesn't really matter where you save this, but you must save it inside the SCML folder. So if you've downloaded the pauper girl, let me navigate to mine. Inside the pauper girl file, you want to open the SCML and PNGs and save it inside this folder so that the Spriter file can access it. I'll put it in the weapon and I'll call it, what was it, a cleaver. Let's save it. Okay, so let's double check that the cleaver's saved. So find your pauper girl, SCML, and let's double check. There it is. There's the cleaver inside the weapons folder. So now I'm going to go ahead and open the Spriter file that's inside that folder, and as you can see, there's the girl holding the spoon. So I've not directly swapped the weapon. What I'm going to do now is make a character map with the weapon. If you've opened Spriter and it doesn't look like this, then you'll need to go to Window and make sure that you've got the windows open. So we're going to need animations, we'll need palette, so make sure you've got the palette, and we don't need history, but we do need animations and palette. These two windows need to be open if they're not open already. We don't need character maps, you can close that because we can access the character maps from here. So now I'm going to show you how you can swap out the weapon. If you look in the palette, you'll see in the weapon folder you should have access to the new weapon that you've added. So here you can see the cleaver. The easiest and most simple way to change the weapon is to create a character map. Let's create a new character map and we'll call this cleaver. Now to create the character map, we're going to swap out a PNG from the left side, which are the current PNGs on this puppet, with the available PNGs from the palette. Okay, so if we go to weapons, we can see that she's got this spoon, which is this file here, this PNG. If we open our available weapons, you'll see the cleaver. So you have to select the current weapon and then right click on the weapon you want to swap it for. So we're going to swap that for cleaver. There you can see this character map is going to swap out this spoon for this cleaver. Okay, that's all you have to do. Let's click OK. Now we have to drag the character map from the right column to the left column, and there you go. She now has the cleaver. But if you look at the animations, the alignment is not quite right. That's because this PNG is a different size. So it doesn't matter what size your PNG is. You'll be able to align it using the pivot point. Okay, so now we've got the character map activated. Keep this window open. Keep the character maps window open, and we're going to select the cleaver from the palette. So if you double click on the palette, on a palette item, you'll be able to access the default pivot point. Now I don't know if this is a hack or the Spriter guys intended for this to work like this, but if you drag the pivot point, it live updates the position of the weapon on the character. So what we can do now is just drag the pivot point around and just align it so that the cleaver fits perfectly in the hand. There we go. Okay, click OK. Now we can close the character map, and if we check out the animations, you'll see that the cleaver now fits perfectly in the hand. So this cleaver should be in the correct position across all animations. Now that she's got the cleaver, you're ready to either save and export or export to PNGs. There's also another video showing you how to export in Spriter. Okay, and that's how you swap a weapon between characters. Thanks for watching. Bye.